Good morning, fellow travelers. It's Jeremiah here. Adams Park, near Craig, Colorado, and the Rant National Forest at the 2020 Rainbow Gathering Vision Circle. That's going to be what's down below. People could stick around and, come together the way a tribe would. Hold a feather, speak their piece, and come to a decision on where next year's gathering will be. There's a lot of pressure because the people that don't show up will freak out if it's not a good decision. But so they're figuring that out. I've been going. It's nice. I got to share my piece yesterday. Not everyone agrees with everyone else's piece, but that's the beauty, is that we come to a decision and there's no leadership. It's basically anarchy in the woods. There's no true leader, and there's a beauty to it. I am not an anarchist myself, but it's interesting to see it in action and work. Let's see, where am I at lunch? Check it out. Nice. I still don't know when I'm leaving. Been in here with no service since the 30th. It's now Saturday, July 9th. So 9 days, no phone. I haven't used this much for video. You see that. Pretty awesome stuff. No phone for 9 days. Hell yeah. Makes me want to try going for like a month with no service. Maybe just use the GoPro or something. Like, don't use the phone at all. Just use the GoPro. My beard's coming in. I like it. Sorry, Steve. Man, I met such cool people here. Oh my gosh. So bittersweet. Like, I don't make these connections so strongly in what they call Babylon. I was 6 months in Hawaii, and I made a couple friends, but like didn't really make any friends that I went on crazy adventures with. Uh, except for my friend Agatha. She doesn't watch this, but she's back in Barcelona. And my friend Jamie, who I met on the road last year, ended up moving in with me. But aside from that, I made friends at work that were awesome. We never did anything really, ever, aside from that. But yeah, here I come, and it's like I meet so many beautiful people that will have a lasting impact on my life, who I'll keep in touch with my whole life. But again, the bittersweet aspect to that is, you meet them and they become your best friend for like 3 days and they're gone. It's like potato chip friendships, you know? There's one. And there's one. I'd say single serving friendships, but that's from Fight Club, and I'm not trying to copy that shit. And it's not like that either. Single serving is different. He was saying that people are just like shitty and boring and just little tiny. Single serving, this is different. So I'm so excited to have these new friends in my life. But ironically, they're pretty much not in my life already, except for the one or two that are still here. So yeah, I'm feeling a little lost, feeling better. I felt really lost 2 days ago, kind of lost yesterday. If this is how I start off feeling today, it's going to be a great day. I wish I had shown you more of the gathering, but I'm so glad I didn't, because I got to experience it. And you know what? Like, if you're really curious about the gathering, I think you should just come. Vice did a piece. You could just watch Vice. But who knows what they're going to make us look like. They could try to make us look like a big cult, or they could try to make us look like a bunch of people coming together for world peace, who do a great job of cleaning up and have little impact on the place they gather. At least when you take into account how many people came. yeah, I gotta get back to that point where I'm not afraid of being lonely. Uh, I'm afraid getting back to the road that yeah, I'm gonna get lonely, and I know I'll meet these amazing people, but yeah, it's not easy having people in your life for like 2 days to 2 weeks max for extended periods of time. I mean, it's beautiful. It's not easy, and it's beautiful. I bet I lost weight this week. I didn't eat that much. I mean, I ate well when I ate well, but I overeat for the stimulation of it, probably because I have ADHD. Uh, and here there's so much stimulation, like I don't need to eat as much. There's so much food I didn't eat. Sweaty. Are you a horsefly? Please be a sweaty. Yeah, he's not trying to pay me. It's weird. I haven't done this much, so I haven't looked at my face. I feel like I look healthy. I look tan. I look happy. So many friends I would love to show rainbow to someday. Maybe next year. Maybe it'll be you. But know that I'm going to be wandering and dancing and gathering wood and helping other campsites, and you can stick with me, but I'm hard to tie down at the gatherings or any type of gathering, festival, etc. Yeah, the rainbow isn't a festival. They hate being called a festival. Technically, by the definition, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But what they don't like is the association that people use, assuming that festival would mean music festival. The thing is, it's not a music festival. Technically, it's a festival, but we're not going to call it a festival because that will confuse people into bringing neon lights, lots of ketamine, lots of cocaine, all that other stuff. I mean, you may not know this, but the rainbow, they just like weed and hallucinogens. They do not like alcohol. They do not like hard drugs. And honestly, they believe that our yearly gathering is a ceremony for world peace. And that by all of us focusing on our vision of world peace and embracing radical inclusivity while fully expressing ourselves and accepting the way others express each other, express themselves, that by gathering together with that vision of world peace and then coming together for the group Om on the 4th of July, that we're literally changing the world without just changing ourselves here and that spreading. They believe that like the power of meditation and through like the quantum observer effect and quantum physics and metaphysics and all that stuff, the power of manifestation, call it what you will. But that they believe by coming together thousands deep with this intention that we can actually change the whole world for the better. So basically, it's a ceremony. And they believe that there are entities that exist uh, in this universe in higher or lower dimensions that don't have a physical manifestation or any real impact on the physical world here. And they believe that these entities will gather around places like this where there's a lot of power from you a horsefly bee. You're sweaty. Sorry. So they believe there's a lot of power here from the ceremony and the energies that we're harnessing through this drama over there. Through this the power of this manifestation we do, it draws in entities they believe. So they believe that all around us are these entities. Some are good and some are not so good. And they believe that drinking alcohol and doing hard drugs here at the ceremony is asking to have these entities attached to you. And they believe that these people, they believe that anyone who has like a couple drinks up here, that they end up getting a lot more disruptive, and that a lot of these entities would want to disrupt the peace that we're trying to spread because some of them might feed off of fear. You know, uh, there's the Jinn of Arabic culture, the Fae from Ireland, the Oni from Japan, the Night Marchers from Hawaii. There's the Skinwalkers from the Navajo. There's the Wendigo from up in Ontario. Uh, all around the world, they describe the same type of shadow entities who don't have a true physical form. And yeah, I, I'm sorry, but I kind of believe it. I don't know. I kind of think that like that stuff happens everywhere, and that these shadows that exist either between dimensions or in other ones that they can come in and kind of like tap at the controls a little bit, you know, not take full control. And yeah, basically, I'm talking about what someone call like demonic possession, and I feel like lots of alcohol and hard drugs does that to people. It gets this entity inside of them that feeds off of fear. Wherever it is, it gets its nourishment from our fear, and so it will come and influence decisions in a way that will perpetuate fear. And yeah, I like the fact that the rainbow doesn't like uh, alcohol or hard drugs. I mean, mushrooms are now legal in Oregon for therapeutic use. It started with helping people with PTSD because it helped them so much. And I mean, honestly, from my childhood, I have PTSD. You know, it's probably technically CPTSD, and I've delved into this some. But uh, but yeah, uh, taking a little bit of mushrooms here. Not that that's what this is all about. This isn't just a place to come trip and party. This is a place to gather with like-minded people who care about the world and want to see it change for the better. You know, you may have heard me talk in the past about ideas I'd had about this and that, maybe some darker elements in the rainbow, and yeah, there's dark elements everywhere. Anything good will try to be subverted, you know, and I feel that yeah, I don't feel like people in the main inner leadership of the rainbow are doing anything weird. I think there's people that might be taking the opportunity to hide as sheep and or wolves in sheep clothing here. Unfortunately, there's someone passing around orange, shiny gel tabs laced with fentanyl. That's not Rainbow Fam. They have their own stuff. They don't, yeah, you know. And three people went to the hospital. Who knows if they even, you know, it's sad, but I'm going to sound like a nut. But I mean, that could just be like the feds hate us. It could just be the federal government. They send people in, agents, acting like just random people. And they call them federal provocateurs. They're supposed to like create dissent here and mess things up and make us look bad. And I just do not feel like, yeah, I feel like someone passing around stuff like that. I mean, we all know, come on, it's the government lacing the drugs with fentanyl. It's killing people. It's killing a lot of young people. It seems like they might have started putting it into the acid now. So if you like acid and you like gel tabs, be careful. You know, don't just take something till you've heard that someone else has. And it sucks because they're the guinea pig. Don't like tell someone else to take it for you. But uh, yeah, so you know, although it's like, oh, cool, hallucinogens, you know, mushrooms, maybe some acid, you know, don't do the other stuff. At the same time, I mean, it's crazy because as a kid, they're like, don't do those drugs because they might be laced. And here we are with acid laced with fentanyl. It's bullshit. But it's the smallest percentage of the fraction of the 8,000 people who showed up. And yeah, but it was there. It's a thing. I love trying to help figure out how we can manage this and make it better. And I am realizing that I am now a Rainbow fan for life. I have to figure out how to maintain and manage and create a lifestyle where I can always be free on the 4th of July and get to wherever this is. They're talking, I think it's going to be Maine next year. Uh, the options are Maine, Pennsylvania, uh, Kentucky, North Carolina, which they have a block on because basically they did not do a great job of restoring and cleaning up and all that when they were in North Carolina last time. There's talks of California, Vermont, the Ozarks. Kind of like the idea of a central one to keep it inclusive. They're afraid of the deer ticks in Pennsylvania creating Lyme disease, which lasts forever in people. New York has a few options. It's a matter of like, are we going to stay to the concept of, using the national forests like we do? Or are we going to try to switch to lands that are bought? Uh, the only thing about lands that are bought is there's the potential of it swinging towards like a privatized thing, and that's not what Rainbow is. You know, you can disclude on private land. You can't disclude in the forest. You legally can't say, "Hey, you're not allowed here." You can't. So I feel like it has the potential to take away from some of the spirit. Maybe have a place where Rainbow people can gather at certain times, but yeah, don't call it the gathering. In my opinion, the gathering is us all together on our land. No one has authority over us. We're technically breaking the law. We're not even allowed to do this, but all the federal agents are just waiting down the hill. It goes to show you what you can achieve in spite of the laws. Uh, I'm not saying go break the law. I'm saying stand up for what you believe in, embrace it. See if I can show you some stuff today. I've got someone I'd like to interview with a car build who's traveling. Super awesome girl that I met at the Vision Circle. And I've got another friend here who is very passionate about all this and who loves staying for the cleanup in the Vision Council. And yeah, I'd love to interview a few people today. So hopefully there's more stuff, more content. But I promise you that I know you're watching this like, whoa, Jeremiah, you're not really taking any content. Don't worry, it's coming. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have so much content, even if it's just me going back to go to Hawaii, which I doubt I'm gonna do this early, or me going to like find a place to go integrate back into society. Uh, I have no clue where I'm going or what I'm doing, but I have 100% faith in the universe and in myself and in the people in my life that I will end up somewhere amazing. And that the journey there will be inspiring, refreshing, rejuvenating. And I can't wait to have you along with me, even if just through these videos that you're watching on your phone. Thank you for building this connection. Without you, I'm just some guy talking to his phone alone, which at this moment, it's funny, that's what I am till I load it. Uh, yeah, thank you. The fact that you care about a human being rambling, it's pretty awesome. It says a lot about you. I love you so much. Wish you were here. Wish you could experience the rainbow here. Maybe go dance around the fire with me. I'm not very good. I don't do like the dance with someone thing. I only did it once every year. It was actually kind of fun. Spinning someone around and like, yeah, wow. That's you, Dandelion, if you're watching. Uh, yeah. Once I figure out how I feel, I'll let you know. But I am experiencing a full spectrum of emotions, and it's difficult and awesome simultaneously. It's pretty beautiful. And you know what? If I'm feeling, it means I'm alive. And if I'm feeling, it means I'm capable of feeling. And I'll take that. I hope you're having a great day. And please, if I'm catching up on this, that means I'm already, by the time I'm loading this, I'm already like a few days further ahead into service, which means I'm already getting more content. So yeah, get ready for cool content. It's coming. Maybe some Colorado hot springs. Maybe I'll wander over to Pikes Peak. Maybe I'll go to Breckenridge where my friend works in the summer. Maybe I'll go to, crap, what's the name of that town? There's like a hipster, hippie, new age town in Colorado up in the mountains. I don't know, but I don't have to. I'll figure it out as I go and flow. And yes, I should be working my ass off, saving for my future, so that when I'm old and there might not be anyone around, I can like not end up in a senior home. Fuck, who knows if I'll even make it that long. I hope to. But if I stay this active, I mean, I might not need a senior home for a long time. And yeah, if I have faith in myself that I build through things like this, it will help me on the paths outside of here. And yeah, I still want to do the underwater photography thing. I just don't know where. I might have to go international, you know? I love you so much. Thank you. Loving you. And I hope you have a great day and all that stuff. It felt good to talk to the phone again for the first time in a while. But I'm not talking to the phone. I'm talking to you. Uh, Share some comments. Let me know how this stuff makes you feel. You know, am I making bad decisions? I'm sure lots of you might want to tell me that. Are you proud of me? Do you wish you were here? You know, where should I go? What should I do? Should I stay in Colorado? Should I go explore Utah and risk the harsh police there and just buy a BYU hat and hitchhike through? Go to Bryce Canyon? Should I go out to Oregon? Should I jump on the caravan to Shasta? Go to Mount Shasta and get lots of interviews from travel people while being around a culture and exploring more? Should I go somewhere I haven't been? Should I go back to my old route? Should I go get some work? Tell me what to do. Come on. I'm sure that you're an expert on me and my life. A little bit of snark. But no, honestly, I'd love to hear. And yeah, that's it for now. Take care.